Hello, Scorpio. This is the November forecast for you, and just trying something new with this video. So please let me know what you think. Leave comments on my website, on this YouTube channel, or on social media. Do you like it like this? Do you not? I guess as all the Scorpio transits have been triggering off Uranus, I wanted to have a bit of a play, a bit of an experiment for how I connect to you all. So let's get into your forecast for the month ahead. So one of the things for you, Mars in Libra has been really digging into some hidden territory for you. Mars being your ruler, and it hasn't been comfortable times for you, and it's still going to go ahead in the month, but the 19th of November is when we have Mars moving into your first house. So that's definitely an energy lift and bringing things out into the open. So if there's been potential power struggles, and this will be highlighted on the 5th, I'll get into that more in a minute, or if you felt like you've really had to dig into yourself, understand yourself more, and just unconscious stuff coming to the surface, that's all Mars in Libra in your 12th. So it is passing. I know I've heard a number of people with Scorpio rising having these kind of struggles. So I wanted to assure you it is soon going to be over. Now, first off though, before it's over, Mars will make a square to Pluto in the 3rd house. So this can mean that there are definite conflicts around communication, neighbors, siblings, people in your locale who are regularly in your day-to-day life, and those things that are in your area. So this can potentially be, firing off a cranky email at somebody or receiving the same back. I'd say if you can on this is definitely a date to watch out for, not a power date. So I would say just try to keep a cool head today. And if you do find yourself getting in battles with authorities or with siblings or neighbors, just go, this is not me. This is something else. And I'm just going to sit back a bit today and see how it plays out. Not get personal with it, because it is just an energy signature. The point of it is to really transform, to try to transform how you assert yourself and how you do things. The Libran side of it may give us the diplomacy and the tact to find a cooperative solution that suits everybody. But if you were trying to do that and that's not being met by the other party, then back off and just wait for this transit to slow down and end. On the 9th, we do have an interesting transit, and this is going to affect everybody. So this is Saturn sextile Neptune. And the sense of this is, in some ways, Saturn in your 3rd house, there's been tricky things. This is even the Pluto story. There's been tricky things around how do I communicate myself and what do I speak to others around. And I really want to get a bit focused around teaching and talking to others. But you've been lacking the creative side and the creative juices to help with this. And so this is where there's going to be a lovely connection between what you can physically manifest and what your dreams and visions of goals have been in a really creative way. It can quite literally come from your children and what they're bringing in. There may be some interesting things of just spending time with them and watching them, that they can show you something or speak out loud to you to help make things clear and bring you back to what your passion around thing is. Sometimes Saturn can dry things out too much and make us feel like everything has to be cut and dried and disciplined and focused. But Neptune brings in some lovely water with this, which brings some flow and some essence and some energy. So there is a sense for you to almost listen out for unseen voices, or just to connect, turn on the creative, imaginative tap to see just what can happen when the two of these worlds collide. And as well for you, not long after that, you do have the real benefit of this Mars in Libra coming and making a sextile to Jupiter and Sag. So this is one of the last transits for Jupiter and Sag, and it's a day to really make hay while the sun shines. Jupiter and Sag has been bringing a confidence and an abundance in terms of finances, wealth, assets for you, and just general values you put on yourself and how you think about yourself. So it's a day to really put into action any extra things you may need. And With Mars in your 12th, it could be just pushing through hidden blocks towards abundance, or looking at what's stopping you from putting a really good financial thinking and financial visions into place to support you into the future. So Mars can be used to cut and to heal. So maybe be using that to just go, I don't want to have these patterns of lack, of fear, of scarcity mentality in place anymore. I'm going to push past all of this and really realize the wealth that I have in this world and what it can offer me. And then, on the 19th, as I was saying earlier, we do have Mars moving into Scorpio, and it's a definite energy lift for you and a feeling of, okay, it's back to me and I can assert myself out and what I want to do. Mars in the first house is very much, okay, that's it. It's my way or the highway, and that's good. It's a good way to use this energy. So if you do have this independent thrust right now and this feeling like I want to go out and do things on my own, you can follow those ideas and see where they go for now. There is sometimes with Mars in the first house a accident prone energy around, so definitely don't be doing any skydiving or base jumping under this kind of energy. Let's say especially on the 25th, that's a real day to watch, because we've got Mars in your first house opposite Uranus, the planet of shocks and surprises, in your 7th house. So Mars again, this is the last of the oppositions with Uranus. You probably already know the themes from last month, but anywhere in your life that relationships are being forced to change, any way that you can bend a bit so you don't break, put some energy into that on the 25th. It is definitely a day to watch, not so much a power day, just because it can, trigger off that, sudden accident comes in and shifts and changes things. Although often I find if you're using this transit consciously, the universe won't come along and force these transits to happen. Force these transits to have an outlet of energy that's unexpected for you. Uranus is always expect the unexpected. So yeah, it's definitely a day for fireworks. Mars and Uranus together is like a fire in a fireworks factory. So, with a loved one, they can be real fireworks of you guys rediscovering what the spark between you, and for you to be able to speak openly about what you want, but also hear about what your partner wants, and find a new and exciting way to bridge a gap, form a connection together. Now, one extra power date for all of us, and it's such a juicy transit, but for you it's around finances, and this is the day before, actually, on the 24th. We've got the last squeeze of the juice of Jupiter in Sag as Venus in Sagittarius comes up to meet it. So it is a real day for you to, if you've got any plans to make money, anything, products you want to launch, or any new avenues, promotions you want to go for at work, any new ways where you can bring in new wealth, new finances, new assets. It could even potentially be a good day to buy an investment property, or buy a new, expand your portfolio of shares. It's a really good day for you to be doing those kind of things. So that's it for November. Wishing you much luck and success in the month ahead, dear Scorpio, and I'll see you next month.